Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to today's class of Amar Ghare Amar School. I am Alvi Islam. I am your English instructor for today's class. Today we will read Unit 3, the tense, Lesson 2, Past Simple from the book English Grammar and Composition of Class 7. From this class we will learn the definition of past simple tense, structure of past simple tense, examples of past simple tense, and how you can use past simple tense in your daily life. First, we will read section A. Read the following text and look at the underlined verbs. Number 1. My father worked in a bank when we lived in Munshiganj. Then he started a business in Dhaka, and at one stage we moved there. In this sentence, the underlined verbs are worked, lived, started, moved. Number 2. Rafiq was in class 6 when his mother died. In this sentence, the underlined verbs are was and died. Number 3. Bangladesh won ICC trophy in 1997. That time, all cricket fans celebrated the event very much. In this sentence, the underlined verbs are won and celebrated. Number 4. Interviewer. When were you born? Interviewee. I was born in 2001. In this dialogue, the underlined verbs are were and was born. Number 5. My uncle visited many countries of Europe when he had a job in England. In this sentence, the underlined verbs are visited and had. Number 6. What did you do last weekend? Nothing much. I only finished my homework. Here, the underlined verbs are did, do, and finished. Now, if we look at the underlined verbs, we can see that all the underlined verbs are used in their past form. For an example, in the first sentence, my father worked in a bank. Here, worked, the verb worked is actually the past form of the main verb work. Then, when he lived in Munshiganj. Here, lived is the past form of the verb live. Then he started a business in Dhaka, and at one stage we moved there. Here, started is the past form of the verb start, and moved is the past form of the verb move. So all these underlined verbs are in their past form, and that's why we can say that all the sentences that we just read are examples of past simple tense. But the question is, what past simple tense is? Past simple tense is used with reference to past time. And always remember that verbs used in past simple tense will always be in their past form. For an example, let's see a line that we read in section A. Rafiq was in class 6 when his mother died. Here, the verb was and died are in their past form. Was is the past form of the verb is, and died is the past form of the verb die. So, was and died are in their past forms, and also this sentence is actually referring to a past time. Rafiq was in class 6, so it's in the past, and her mother died at that time. So this sentence is referring to a past time. The verbs are in their past form, and that is why we can say that Rafiq was in class 6 when his mother died. This sentence is actually an example of past simple tense. Now let us look at the structure of past simple tense. The structure of past simple tense is subject plus past form of the verb plus extension or the rest of the parts of the sentence. Now again, let's read a sentence that we saw in section A. Bangladesh won ICC trophy in 1997. This is an example of past simple tense. Now if we break down the sentence and look at the structure, we will see first there is a subject which is Bangladesh. Then we can see the past form of the verb won. Won is the past form of the verb win. And then we can see the extensions or the rest of the parts of the sentence. So this sentence follows the structure that we just saw, which is subject plus past form of the verb plus extension. And that is why this sentence is an example of past simple tense. Verbs used in past simple tense are be verb, was, were, have verb, had, action verbs in the past form, worked, lived, started, moved, etc. Passive verbs, auxiliary verb, was or were, plus past participle. For an example, was informed, was stolen, was born, etc. Was informed, here, this is a passive form of the verb is informed. Was is the past form of the verb is. Informed is the past participle form of the verb inform. Auxiliary verb did is used in making interrogative or negative sentences. For example, what did you do last weekend? Modals could, would, used to, etc. I guess you know that could is the past form of the verb can, would is the past form of the verb will, and used to is the past form of the verb used to. So these are the verbs that we usually use in past simple tense. Now let's move to section B. Use the correct forms of verbs in the following gaps. Number 1. When I dash a child, I dash how to ride a bicycle. The answer will be was and didn't know. So the sentence will be, when I was a child, I didn't know how to ride a bicycle. My elder brother dashed me carefully, and at one stage I dash able to learn it. So the answers will be taught and was. So the sentence will be, my elder brother taught me carefully, and at one stage I was able to learn it. See, all these sentences are in past indefinite form, and that is why we have to put the past form of the verb in the gaps. Was, taught are the past form of the verbs is and teach. Similarly, didn't know is the past form of do not know. If we remember section A, we saw that did is used to make a negative sentence. And that is why this sentence is also a negative sentence, but it is in its past form. Let's look at the example number 2. Our school dash an inter-school debate competition on 23 March, and we dash the runner-up position. We dash a certificate and a crest from the chief guest. The answers will be organized, stood, received. So the sentences will be, our school organized an inter-school debate competition on 23 March, and we stood the runner-up position. We received a certificate and a crest from the chief guest. Again, these sentences are in past simple form, and that is why the verbs that we put in the gap are in their past simple form. Let's see example number 3. Last night we dashed no electricity in our locality. My father dashed some candles and we all dashed a candlelight dinner. It dashed great fun. The answers are had, lit, had, was. Now let me repeat these sentences again. Last night we had no electricity in our locality. My father lit some candles and we all had a candlelight dinner. It was great fun. Again, all the verbs used in these sentences are in their past form because all these sentences are actually referring to a past time. And that is why we used the past form of the verbs in the gaps. And the last example is, he dash play football in his youth. The answer is, he used to play football in his youth. Again, this sentence is actually talking about the past time, that when he was young, he used to play football. And that is why we used to, the past form of the verb used to. I hope you understood all the examples and why we use the verbs in their past forms in the gaps. Now we will see section C. Make past tense questions and answers using the words given. One is done for you in the book, and I will help you to do the rest of the examples. Number 1. Who you see in the room? It will be, who did you see in the room? Number 2. I see Jamal there. The correct form of the sentence will be, I saw Jamal there. Number 3. When you go to school. This will be, when did you go to school? Number 4. We go to school at 8:15 a.m. This will be, we went to school at 8:15 a.m. Number 5. Where you celebrate your holiday. It will be, where did you celebrate your holiday? Number 6. We celebrate in our village holiday. It will be, we celebrated holiday in our village. Number 7. Why you come late to class? It will be, why did you come late to the class? Number 8. I come late because it rained in the morning. It will be, I came late because it rained in the morning. Number 9. When your father promotes as general manager. It will be, when was your father promoted as general manager? Number 10. My father promoted early this year. It will be, my father was promoted early this year. Now if you notice all the sentences, you can see that we used the past form of the verb. Sometimes we use the word did in the sentence because we have to create a question. And in section A, we saw that to create question, sometimes we use the word did. Did is the past form of the word do. So this question is also in past simple tense. Now let's move to section D. Write a paragraph on any one of the following using the past simple tense. Our liberation war, the day I passed my PEC exam, my last vacation. So that you can easily do that, I will help you with the last option, my last vacation. I will say few sentences so that it becomes easy for you to write the paragraph. My last vacation. My last vacation was beautiful. I went to the Cox's Bazar with my family. That was my first visit to the Cox's Bazar. It was a very beautiful experience. We started from Dhaka at night and we reached Cox's Bazar on the next day. After we reached Cox's Bazar, we tried to look for a hotel. After we reached the hotel, we freshened up ourselves and then we went out to see the beautiful sea. That was my first visit to the beautiful sea. I was surprised looking at the beauty of the nature because I never thought a sea could be this much beautiful. We ate lots of tasty dishes and did lots of fun activities. In general, it was a memorable experience. I hope now you'll be able to write the paragraphs in your sentences using the past simple tense. So now let's have a review about what we have learned in this class. We have learned what past simple tense is. We saw the structure of past simple tense. We saw different examples of past simple tense. We even made questions and answers using the past simple tense. And at the end, we saw how we can use past simple tense in our regular life. I hope you have learned well and you have enjoyed the class. Dear students, stay healthy and stay well. follow the government's instruction and stay home. If you want to watch the class again, follow the Facebook page and the YouTube channel of Amar Ghore Amar School.